How do? Welcome back to Backroads Country. In between episodes, I did get the grass cut. We've got that into the silage pit, into the fermentation, and that's cracking on, nearly done nicely. We've passed it on to December, because it was already pitch black by the time I finished. I want to have a quick check on my productions, see how they're plodding along. Nice amount of fabric. We really need to get that tailor shop up and running. Not a bad bit of bread. What we like for supplies. Yeah, plenty of bread. Grain mill's cooking along nicely. Yeah. Spinnery's still got that. Yeah, we're doing alright. We're still pretty well stocked all round, to be honest. Four pallets of flour from the grain mill. So though, I think what we need to decide on is what we're planting. I did have a look and I got a cotton harvester that's slightly bigger. Nothing outrageously big. It's this one. It's 863,000. It's the most expensive. So these are base 6 meters. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there, but it crashed my game, but it seems to have reloaded. It's alright. Yeah, so the base ones are 6 meters. This has got a header size of 6.8, or we can go to 10.5, which is nearly a million. So yes, it's bigger, but it's a lot more expensive. I mean, cotton could be an option again, because we have spent all the money on the spinnery. I was just going to plan on doing wool to bump it up, but I just wonder if we do 21 as cotton. I suppose the big question is 18. And I think we were going to go sunflowers, because we can use the big headers. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do then. We'll get cotton in 21. And sunflowers in 18. I do want to do sugarcane still though. Ooh, that's a nice field. That's a really poor yield potential. A lot of these fields are quite... That's good and that's good. But coming down here, we've got quite a poor yield potential. So if that's what we're going to do then, that leaves us nothing to do until February. When's best time for selling our products? I think we were going to sell some barley, weren't we, actually, this month? Although it peaks next month, so if we are going to do it, next month is the way to go. Bread is best probably now. 5761, 5860. What else have we got? I mean, yeah, the fabric's not the best anyway. Is there any contracts? 15k cultivating contracts, not worth my time really. Yeah, I'm a bit stuck as to what to do. I think we'll get the barley salt off. And with that money we can buy the tailor shop. When's best time for close? May. Okay, well let's do that then. Let's get all the barley salt off. Get the tailor shop. And then after that, I think the dairy is going to be my next priority for the buffalo milk. Really need to repair this tractor as well. It's down into the I don't know, orange or red. I don't think I've ever had a tractor run that low. So I don't know if it will start having issues. I know it loses horsepower. Don't know if it'll start breaking down maybe. I don't know. Right, with these two trailers, that leaves us 93 still. I didn't think we had that much. Okay, so it will be 2 runs. So let's, I believe, 16, yeah, flour mill. Best price, so let's head down there. Right, last load of barley going in. I believe that's literally, that took every little litre of barley we had, which worked out well. Another 110k there. Let's have a look at the full harvest there. What did we get? Harvest income 353,000. Miscellaneous 42. So nearly 400,000 there. Nearly. Which is lovely. That's a nice little boost. That'll enable us to get the tailor shop and the dairy. We're going to have to get this tractor repaired. I don't think we've got much of a choice in that if we want it to carry on functioning. We can sell that silo as well and the extension, the first one we got, because we've got the bigger one over the road. So the only production we've got left to purchase after the tailor shop and the dairy is going to be the oil mill. We've got a bit of time for that, because the only thing that's going in there is the sunflowers off the big field. So I'll get these two back to the farm. I'm going to sell that little trailer as well, because we've no use for it now. So I'll get these back up to farm. We'll hook up the little trailer, head down to the store, and see how much it's going to cost us to get this bloody tractor repaired. Well, I forgot to hit record again. God. So we got 25k for the trailer. It cost us 45k to repair the tractor. Yeah, so luckily I realised just after I'd done it. So we're going to head back to the farmyard. We want to get the dairy and the tailor shop up. I want to start making the farmyard across the road more like a farmyard and not just a piece of tarmac on a field. So I'm going to look at maybe putting some fences up, a couple of gates, get some lights up. May have to extend it a little bit, depending on how much room these new productions and sheds take up. I want to get a forklift as well for all the productions. I'm going to need a pallet storage, come to think of it, because we're going to be storing a lot of these pallets for months and months. But let's prioritise. We're going to prioritise with the tailor shop first. I mean, that one's 240. But I've got one up here that's 100. If I can find it. I've just been looking at it. That one. I don't know if there's any difference though. Does it produce slower? Or is it just a cheaper production? I don't know. But we'll go with this one. So where's the input? Input's that side. Output's that side. Yeah, I think I want it like that. Nice. Go have a look. Needle and stitch. Yeah, that looks good to me. Load up there. And our pallets come out there. Okay. So that just leaves us the dairy and a couple of sheds. Again, there is a dairy there for 70k. I think we'll probably... it's just a lot cheaper than the base game ones. Don't want to hinder myself too much. I don't know if it does or not. So the base game one's 210 grand. Doesn't look any different though. Still got the same products. Yeah, well I don't see why not. We'll just go with the modded one. Right, inputs there, outputs there. Looks pretty good to me. Oh, we're filling up these productions. We are filling them up. So what else do we need? We need the oil mill, which is quite big, I believe. That's not too big. It's expensive, but it's not too big. And then we'll need the... well, that probably won't be till the sugar mill, but that's not going to be for a while yet. Okay, so let's extend this yard a bit. I think one more should do it. Oh, well, that's annoying. Is that the same? Yeah, okay. Okay, and then we want some sheds. We've got so many options on sheds. We need a pallet storage, don't we, as well, actually. Come to think about it. Bale and pallet storage. Have we got any more? Yeah, we've got that one. Yeah, why not? Let's get that in there for his pallets. Nice. Ooh, that looks like it needs leveling. First time we've had to level on this yard. Okay. Back to the sheds. I'm not quite sure what I want to go for. Need to make sure there's enough room to get in. I think we're just going to keep it basic. Because we could spend hundreds of thousands doing this, let's face it. But I think this 10k one. So you got that with the back wall. I reckon we want to go with that. A little bit of a gap between us and the field. I have to place this with free mode. I want it right up up against. Okay. That's going to need levelling as well, but looks of it. That doesn't look too bad to me, that. That looks alright. Let's get it levelled. Then we can have a look at fencing. A little bit of a step down there, but it's not massively noticeable. Want some lights as well. So fencing wise, what sort of style do I want to go with? Land is not owned by me. What? Just want to see what it looks like. Really? That's not my land. Interesting. So where does... How is that shed not on my land then? Looks like it is on there. I'm basically level with the edge of the field. Which is there. Collides with another item. So yeah, we're going to have to start it here then, I think. We'll have a gate here, I think. No, we'll have the gate here. Forgotten gates. That looks pretty similar. Problem is, I don't know which way it opens. Let's go have a look. Make sure that's the right way. We want it opening. We want it opening into yard. Yeah, no, that's the wrong way. Right, so we're going to have to get rid of that. Change it round that way. Nice. Alright, carry on with the walling. Going to be a bit tight getting into the grain mill, but I am going to get rid of it once we get the oil mill. So it's only a temporary measure. Where's the next gate going to be? It's going to have to be here, I think, isn't it? fine. Not bothered about it opening outwards because we've got the productions there. I think that will do us. Let's just get into flight mode. Have a look. Well, I think that looks a whole lot better. Looks more like a yard now. Nice wall all the way around. We've got storage, we've got productions, got a shed. We may have to extend again to get the oil mill. The sugar one's quite small. But yeah, no, I think that looks good. I'm pleased with that. It's like an industrial estate, isn't it? Right, let's go get the dairy filled up. How much buffalo milk have we produced? Yeah, we've got nearly 6,500 litres. Buffalo need topping up on the food as well. Right, we've got the milk. I really need to start clearing up this yard. It's like a bloody assault course getting through here. 6,398 litres going into dairy. Not a huge amount, but it's enough to get us going. Get that buffalo mozzarella on the go. Dairy, buffalo mozzarella. Activate. Lovely. We can only hold 15,000 litres. That's interesting. Goat's milk. Milk. Chocolate. Okay. What I want to do, I want to grab a forklift of some variety. Need to start getting all these pallets moved. Need to get the fabric into the tailor shop. I think the bread... Well, we can either store it for a year. December's the best time. Or we can just sell it off now. Just have a quick look, see how much we've got. Whether it's worth the journey. So we've got 5 pallets. How far off another pallet are we? Just over halfway. Are we going here? No. So 5 pallets, and it is best time, I believe. It is the best time. It's only around the corner. Sell all. What about the canola oil? Canola oil's at best time as well. Okay, so I think we go with the bread and the canola oil. Get that all sold off. Let's have a look at forklifts. Nothing in the sale. Nice Ford there, but not really what we need. I do need another tractor, but I don't need a massive one. Yeah, I'm just thinking, would a telehandler be better? It's expensive though, it's a problem. Yeah, we'll just go with the Manitou, I think. Does that have a trailer hitch? No. Top speed 12. That has a trailer hitch. And a 45 horsepower. Probably I don't think we'd need a telehandler for anything else. So we'll just go with a forklift. Done. Right, let's bring that back to farm. We'll start moving these pallets. So we'll get the canola oil and the bread onto the trailer. We'll get all the fabric into the tailor shop. Probably flour into the storage. And then we'll get all the products salt off. Right, I'm going to do a quick little time lapse of me moving pallets around. That was a great start. Great start. Let's try that again. Do a quick little time lapse of me moving pallets around. And we'll bring it back when everything's neat and tidy and we've salt some products. Not the best stacking in the world, but we've got it all on. This trailer's really not designed for pallets either, it's a bale trailer. So we may have to invest in another flatbed. Interesting to see what we get off these products though. Decent amount on there. Come on. Nice! 98,774 plus 11,900 environmental score bonus. Nice, so 110 grand. Lovely. Decided to sell those few flowers rather than putting them in storage because the bakery is nicely stocked anyway. So the only thing that's left to do this month is to feed the cows. I want to sell off a couple of buildings in the old yard, I think. Definitely sell off the old silo. May even sell off one of the sheds. I want to get a couple of greenhouses up because it's quick, easy. Well, it's not quick, but it's easy money. Lettuces make a fair whack. Get this silage moved over to the TMR mixer. Still got another 200,000 litres in there though, so we're alright. Next cut of that grass field is going to have to be here. I would just quite like another field, just for the grass work. That's 90 grand. What's on it? Sugar beet. That's interesting. When does sugar beet harvest? Ah, but it's withered then. Is it withered? It's either withered or just planted. Yeah, it's withered. That's a shame. I could have got that and used it for our start our sugar mill going, but I might buy that, you know. 91k. We can get grass planted in there, so then we've got a constant supply of hay, as well as silage for the TMR. So I'll get this silage moved over to the TMR production. I'll get the cows fed. I think we are going to buy that field. And then next month we'll do a load of field prep. We're going to have to lime the big field and the field next to the new yard. If we have a new field there, we're going to have to lime that one, fertilise it, plant it. Probably going to sell off the skid steer as well, because we've got the forklift now. Sell off the silo. Might even sell off that metal shed at the back there. Get everything moved over to the new yard. But let me refill these productions, and we'll get the cows fed. Right, the cows are filled up. I've emptied out the TMR mixer. We've moved into January. They've got 215,000 litres. That's going to last a long, long time. Productions wise, everything's still plodding along quite nicely. Nothing really needs topping up. What I'm going to do, I'm going to swap this to distributing. Because once that wheat runs out in the old mill, we're not going to refill it. Don't need two going. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to get the couple of bits salt off that we wanted to do. Not much, but it's something. Harvest income. Must have been some produce in there, but I thought we emptied it. Strange. Is there anything in this metal shed? Any equipment? So we've got the baler and the skid steer bucket. We're going to sell the skid steer and all of its tools as well, because we don't need it now we've got the forklift. So we can go for 22,500. Bucket, 2.5. Where's the fork? There we go, sell that as well, 500. So we need to grab the baler out of this shed, and then we can sell the shed off. Might sell this shed as well. Not sure. Definitely want to buy that field, I think. So what I was thinking whilst I was doing the cows, if we buy this one, there's enough. We're getting enough off 25 grass field to cover us hay and silage. So we don't really need another one just yet. So if we buy 24, that's got a really good yield potential. We can plant sugarcane in that. So let's get that bought. And the field information as well. Another 2,000 there. So yeah, it's mostly loam, 93% loam, which is brilliant. Precision farming score is absolutely lovely at the minute. We've got 100, 100, 100. Obviously 50 on this one, because it's not done out with that. 99 on the grass. And that'll jump up once we start getting it sorted out. So next month is going to be planting for the cotton. And then the month after that we can get the sugarcane and the sunflowers in. So we need to lime certainly this field at least, and we need to get it manured. So well, I'll set an AI worker going liming the field. We'll get the baler moved out of the metal shed. We'll get the metal shed salt off. Want to have a look at putting a couple of greenhouses in. Increase our passive income even more. Let's just have a look, make sure it doesn't get confused by the yard. Shouldn't do. Yeah, that's fine. So if we just set him to buy, snow's in all day, all month. Oh, he's already on buy. Okay. So he can go. I'm just going to leave the grass equipment down here, bit field, I think, 'cause it's the only time we use it is on this field. Well, that's away. Jump into construction mode. How much is this going for? 11 grand. Yeah, not much. That's fine though. It gives us the space for some greenhouses. Right, which side is the output side? Can't really see. What's that? What is that? Oh no, can we not get rid of this? Telephone and a blackboard. Remove. No? Ooh, we might have to get the object hider for that then. Don't know what that overlaps with. There's nothing that I can see. I think we just place it and see what happens. Right, where's the output? That side. Okay. That is so annoying that we can't remove that. Let me quickly go get the object hider because I want to get the second greenhouse up. Oh, okay, the collectibles. Well, okay. Was not expecting that. Didn't even know there was collectibles on this map. So we've got the map object hider, and then turns out the collectibles anyway. So, ooh, the big Roy. Fent Vario, not enough horsepower. Okay, let's get the second greenhouse up. I don't know why it keeps saying overlaps, because there's nothing there. So we're just going to free mode, I think. Ah, you are joking me. I've put it the wrong way around. Is that going to be an issue? I feel like I want to move it closer. How much to sell for? Yeah, so we've lost 18 grand, but we live and learn. Okay, that's better. Bit more room to manoeuvre. Right, how's the AI worker getting on? He's done, I believe. Yeah, pH looks pretty good to me. Is there a crop in 24? No. This snow's going to be an issue. It's still on the AI worker. What's going on here then? I do not know. I wonder if it's the snow. I wonder if the snow stops us spreading. Right, let's pass on to next month then. There's nothing for us to do. Cows are fed. Productions are stocked. We need to get rid of this snow so we can carry on. And I completely forgot. I should have got some water going in the greenhouses before we slept. There we go. Right, okay. Yes, there's just this one strip left to do. So I will quickly finish that off. Okay, just enough lime in the tank to do that. So we'll set the ayahuasca going on this field. Buying the lime. We need to get that field manured. So we'll need the class for that. Let's have a quick look at the productions before we get going. Baker is fine. There is fine. Fine. Oh, we need to get some water. We need to get some water in. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll take the lorry. We do have a water point there. I'm just wondering if it's worth putting in a water tower. 10 grand. Yeah, why not? Right, I'll go jump in the lorry, get the water filled up on the greenhouses, and then we'll get that field manured. And that'll do it for this one. Well, that went a lot better than I expected it to do. I thought we'd have to fill up at least 5 or 6 times, but I think doing it this way, the proper way I suppose, not the way I did it last time, it works out well. And it's not meant to fully fertilise, it's meant to bring the nitrogen up so we use less fertiliser. So that's good. That will just leave us then, when we plant, we'll use liquid fert in the planter. But I think that is going to do it for this one. Next episode we'll get the big field limed and manured. And then we'll get this field planted with cotton. Big field planted with sunflowers. And then it's just really a case of moving around pallets until we come to a good sell time and keeping everything stocked up. But yeah, That's going to do it for this one, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to help me out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.